What's up everybody, Balmont here, and since Elden Ring is all the rage right now once more and rightfully, I decided to show you what does Demon Souls, the original Demon Souls on the PlayStation 3 looks like in 4K. So hit the like button, subscribe, and let's hit the road. As for my starting class, I'm gonna go with Knight because I want to showcase the armor for all of you. It looks really good. As for my origin, you know, I never had patience to fuck with this, so yeah, whatever. Some cutscenes are gonna get a little bit janky or slow, but that's, I don't know, maybe it's something to do with the emulator because this is still in its alpha stage, as good as or as promising as the RPCSX 3 is. But we can also skip it. Really, just look at this. Look how beautiful the original model was. It's amazing, isn't it? I can't see my eyes. I look kind of dorkly. And if you ask me, between Demon Souls and Dark Souls, I would say Dark Souls for the lore and the overall feel of the world. But there are some aspects I prefer in Demons. Like, for instance, not that I prefer this. Basically, you know, so this isn't just a playthrough. I'm going to tell you some things about the game in case you never played it. And they are that, for example, when it comes to healing, you don't use flasks. You use grass. I know, sounds weird, even funny. But, you know, there are various types of grass. I think 4 or 5 each with varying healing capabilities, and you can very well farm them. And if you're wondering, you know, between Dark Souls, Demon Souls, the original and the remaster and the remake, I don't want to sound like one of those guys like, the other things were better. No, the remake is good. But I still prefer the feel, the rawness of the original game. That's not to say, of course, I'll never play the remake for you. You know, I had to sell my PS5. I can't say I regret it. Because honestly, the only good it did me, at least, was, well, basically playing PlayStation 4 games with some sort of extra perk. You know, performance perk. Or a visual perk, because besides that... But I do miss playing, you know, it's like I always tell my friends, if I had to buy the PlayStation 5 again, it would be because of Gran Turismo 7. I'm a massive Gran Turismo fan, so yeah, I would. And I'm rolling this in 4K. You can see that the emulation averages a extremely stable 60 frames per second. And also, idiot, I'm recording this in 50,000 kbps to make sure that it's, the video quality is stupid. What the fuck was that? That parry I pulled it off. I mean, that wasn't supposed to have landed. Alright, the Vanguard. Come on, fat ass. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to beat it. Right. I was dodging to the wrong side. The only thing I don't want is this guy way too close to the wall. Oh, you idiot. Well, it wouldn't be Dark Souls if we didn't die. Or Demon Souls. This, however, I will not be skipping because I want to show you the game in all of its glory. Now you may be asking yourself, Alabama, are you going to beat this? I'm not really sure, man. I'm not really sure.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended.
I've only ever beaten Demon Souls a couple of times, and I'm no expert. So, there'd be a lot of getting lost, a lot of backtracking, going to and fro. And, I don't know if people would want to watch this.
This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria.
See, some things, they have a lower frame rate. I don't know if that's by design or the emulation.
Thou canst not access the Nexus, but each of the 5 archstones will connect them.
I don't know if some things are hard capped at 30. I don't know. Now we're gonna go to the Boletaria Palace. I was gonna say place. And if you've never played Demon Souls, then I'll have you know that it's one of the greatest experiences you can have as a whole in the dark fantasy genre. I'm going to say it has an even more medieval feel to it than Dark Souls does, even though it's absolutely medieval. But what I mean is the classic type of medieval game. It's even more classic than Dark Souls is. So, if you're looking for this, then, well, you just found it. This is that type of thing that you need to play it. It's something you feel. Look at this. Glorious fork. No, you don't. Okay. Yeah, think we can do Boletaria 1-1. You know, it should be enough to get you pumped to play this game. And for those of you wondering about performance, since this is the RPCSX 3, then what I can tell you is that it depends on the game. For example, God of War, last time I checked, last year, still had some issues. Could have been improved because this emulator is getting up, gets updates. I'm not gonna say daily, but like at least 2 or 3 times a week. So, I'd have to check on that. But, for example, I played Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 in 4K with very minor issues. Actually, MGS2 was flawless, in their entirety. And Peace Walker was awesome as well, because I was going with the HD collection. As for Metal Gear Solid 3, the only bit that, suffered a heavy slowdown was the ending part. The chase sequence in the bike with Eva. You're running from Ocelot after you've blown up the hangar and all that stuff. But other than that, it was perfect. Some other games are kind of iffy. For example, GT5. It's still very unstable, and I know that the big bad game everybody wants to play is Metal Gear Solid 4, right? And I've been meaning to get it, but I'm still not confident enough in the current state of things. I could be very wrong, and as a matter of fact, let me know in the comments if it's okay. If it runs really well, I don't really know. And, but a couple of months back, it was very unstable. I did read some things about people being able to play it with very few crashes. And this is something we all definitely want to see, right, man? MGS4 in 4K. Oh, synchronized death. Cool. But, jokes aside, in general, yeah, I'd say that PlayStation 3 emulation is going at a very steady pace. Plus, you can always check for compatibility lists. If it just boosts, if it's playable, if it's beatable, you can read everything. Hello? Not again. Excellent parry! If parrying, Matt getting hit, I'd be the king of parrying. And, oh, you fuck. And the gameplay structuring, oh, you can go fuck yourselves. And the gameplay structuring is a little bit different. In the sense that, not every single map is connected. You have different biomes, so to speak, to make it easier for you to grasp if you haven't played it yet. So, I can't reach the end of the game from here. Let's say I can reach, let's say the 4th biome from here by just walking. But make no mistake though, this doesn't mean the game's easier. God damn it. I parried a shield bash. Cool. I don't think you can do this in Dark Souls. See, we got a more potent version of our healing item. As for the rest of the game, it's very much worth it. Nice, idiot. Oh! Arma. I'd say it's very much worth it because, you know, there's a lot of diversity and, hey, come on, man. Soulsborne. You know, the first one. The only thing that wasn't good here was the world tendency system. You know, it kind of sucked. It wasn't really well thought out. It was good in the sense that, you know, for example, if you had pure black tendency, you'd get certain things, certain events. If you had pure white, you'd get other types of events, access to different items and such. But, you know, the execution of those things, how you go from one to the other, back in the day, it was kind of hard to pull off. Especially since, you know, we didn't have that much information about the game back then. And, you know, you don't really need to concern yourself with this if you just want to get the game's experience. You know, you don't have to go that far. I'm not saying you can't. It's pretty fun if you do. As for co-op, I think that it is possible using the RPCS X3. I don't remember if it's just, you know, S3 or SX3. I'll check it out once I'm done. And I think it's possible. But I never bother checking. And at least here you don't have that weird moan when you get hit. I want to go so bad. Oh, we haven't leveled up yet. That's a new one. And since we can't jump, fat ass,
that was a bold jump. A surprising, well. What on earth you do?
all right, Oscar, or whatever her name is, I don't care. Go fight him. Okay, on the off chance that your name's not actually Oscar, I'm gonna call you Bob. Get him, Bob!
My thanks. I am Ostrava of Boletaria.
Ostrava. Yeah, that's the long version of Bob. Now really, imagine that, you know, Bob, the heir. Bob, son of the king. It doesn't inspire a whole lot of confidence, does it? Okay, whenever you want, Bob. Did Bob just stop fighting? You know what? Now I'm rooting against you, Bob. Yes! Bob's a piece of shit. Get him. Really, Bob, you cannot defeat that one knight.
What on earth are you doing?
You kinda suck, Bob.
You must not.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna call you Bob the Princess. Not the Princess Bride, the Princess Bob. However, even though the worlds are separate, you know, they're all still very intricate in their design, as in, you know, many different accesses to the same spot. So yeah, that's why I say that, you know, this is absolutely worth it. Not just in the sense that, you know, you're witnessing history, for example. No, it's a very good game on its own. So, you know, if you want to go for it, then please go. I think I only ever managed to play this online once. Still on the PS3. Just once. Let me deal with those guys. I'm not in the most patient of moods today. You know, you can go fuck yourself. Piece of shit. No, what I need you to do is to burn the bridge the other way around. I was trying to bait one of his attacks. I hate Miyazaki so much. And I think there's a claymore somewhere around here if you want it. Why did you have to stop? Alright, people. If I make it, we keep going. If I fuck this up, video's over. What the fuck was that? Alright, old people fighting. Yep. But anyways, this was very anticlimactic. But I wanted to show you the game in 4K, and it's been ages since I last played it. But yeah, I just wanted to give you an idea, a good feel of what Dark Souls feels like in 4K. You know, again, I'm recording this at a stupid high bitrate, so you can have the best possible experience. And of course, make sure to watch this on your television, okay, not your cell phone, to be able to fully appreciate it. And let me know in the comments, you know, if this got you hyped up. I'm not saying, you know, not my subpar gameplay. It's been way too long. You know, not my subpar gameplay, but the overall world, okay? So this is Belmont speaking to you once again, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Later.